Friends, today let's solve 2017 EC AP ECET EC maths questions. Okay, so first question. So if the traces of two matrices A and B are given 20 as 20 and minus 8, then what is the trace? What is the value of trace of A plus B? So the property, as per the properties of matrices, trace of A plus B is simply trace A plus trace B. So here 20 minus 8 is simply 12. So 1 is your answer. Next, A is an involuntary matrix. Then you are supposed to calculate the value of A. So involuntary matrix definition is A square is equal to I. So I am given A, so I am supposed to calculate A square, and I value will be 1001. So A square is nothing but x1 10 and x1 10. So x into x square plus 1 and again x into 1 plus 1. So here I get x 1. So now if I equate this to 1001, so I will be getting a x value which is 0. Next, what is the value of determinant of this determinant? So student has to remember log e base e value is 1. So if I have log e power 2, this 2 will come here. So 2 log e base e, so which is value is 2. Similarly, log e cube will be 3. So if I substitute all the values, I will be getting 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. And I will be getting the log e value, which is 1. So if you observe, if I do any row operation, so simply if I take this column and subtract this, so C2 minus C1, so 2 minus 1 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1, 4 minus 3 is 1, so 1, 2, 3, next 3, 4, 5. So if I do another column operation or calculate the determinant value, I will be getting 0. So this is the important fundamental thing which you have to observe in solving this problem. Now, what is the value of det adjoint A? So you have to know the formula adjoint of adjoint A is determinant power n minus 2 into A. So here, so I can write simply determinant of adjoint A will be det of A power n minus 1. So if I again use this inequality, adjoint of A will be simply det A power n minus 1 whole square. So if I keep on doing adjoint, this power of n minus 1 will be increasing. Okay, so here he has asked about this question. So simply, so since this n is 3, in this case n is equal to 3, so n minus 1 will be 2. So simply det A whole square is my answer. Student, remember, the number of times you do adjoint, that will be the power of determinant power. So if you have two matrices AB is B and BA is A in such a way that, then what is the value of A square plus B square? So A square plus B square, I can simply split it A into A plus B into B. Now A, here what is A value given, what is B value given, we will substitute here. So A into BA, here we have B into AB. Now if I again rearrange the terms, I will be simply left with A and B, because AB will be BA, so BA will become A, again BA will be A, so AB will be B, so I will be left over with simply A plus B. Next, So what is the value of a plus c minus b? So I will multiply both the sides with x plus 1 into 2x square plus 3. So I will be left with 3x plus 2 is a into 2x square plus 3 plus b into bx plus c into x plus 1. So if I substitute x is equal to minus 1, so I will be left with 3 into minus 1 is minus 3 plus 2 is equal to a into 2 plus 3, or simply the value of a will be minus 1 by 5. Next, now we have to compare the coefficients of x in this equation. So 3 will be b plus c. This is one equation, and the next equation we will be comparing the coefficients of x square. So 2a plus b will be 0, or simply b is minus 2a, or b is plus 2 by 5. Now I substitute this value of b in this equation. So 3 is equal to 2 by 5 plus c, or c is equal to 3 minus 2 by 5, or c is 5 3 is 15 minus, so I will give 13 by 5. Now what is the question? So a plus c, a is minus 1 by 5 plus b is c is 13 by 5 minus b value is 2 by 5. So simply 13 minus 1 minus 2, which is 10 by 5, which is 2. Next, so we have this equation, so I will be multiplying this equation both sides with x minus a into x minus b. So I will be left with 3x is equal to 2 into x minus b plus 1 into x minus a. Now if I substitute x is equal to a, this will cancel, and 3a will be 2 into a minus b. So 3a is simply 2a minus 2b, or I can write 2b is equal to minus a. So if I rearrange the term, a by b will be minus 2 by 1. Next, what is the value of tan 855 degrees? So we generally remember tan 0, 45, 60 and 90. So I have to write it in the form of tan 2n pi plus theta, and tan 2n pi plus theta is generally tan theta. So see, 855 nearest multiple is 720 and the remaining part is 135. So I can write this as tan 720 plus 135, which is simply tan theta or tan 135. So here I will be left with tan, this I can write as tan 90 plus 45, which is cot 45, or which is minus 1. Next, so we have the value of tan alpha given as m by m plus 1 and tan beta is 1 by 2m plus 1. Now what is tan alpha plus beta? We have the formula, tan alpha plus beta is tan alpha plus tan beta divided by 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. So if I substitute these values here, so m by m plus 1 plus 1 by 2m plus 1 divided by 1 minus m by m plus 1 into 1 by 2m plus 1. So if I rearrange the terms, 2m square plus m plus m plus 1 divided by denominator is equal to, so I will be multiplying this, so 2m square plus m plus, multiplying this 2, so 2m square plus m plus 2m plus 1 minus m by denominator. So denominators get cancelled. I will be left with 2m square plus 2m plus 1 divided by 2m square. Here I have 2m, this and this gets cancelled. 2m square plus 2m plus 1. So denominator and numerator gets cancelled. Answer is 1. Next, what is the value of 6 sine 20 degrees minus 8 sine cube 20 degrees? So if I take it 2 common, I will be having it in the form of 3 sine 20 minus 4 sine cube 20. So if you remember, 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta is simply sine 3 theta. So here theta value is 20 degrees. So this is simply 2 into sine 3 into 20 degrees, or 2 into sine 60, or 2 into sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So I will be having root 3. Next, if 3 plus 4 sine theta is 5, what is the value of this? So I will simply send this 3 sine theta, keep the sine theta here, is equal to 5 minus 4 sine theta, 4 cos theta. So if I square on both sides, this will be 9 sine square theta is equal to 5 minus 4 cos theta whole square, which is 25 plus 4 square 16 cos square theta minus 2 5s are 10 into 4 20, 2 2 is 40 cos theta. So I will be left with, now if I substitute here, cos sin square theta is 1 minus cos square theta, so this will be 25 plus 16 cos square theta minus 40 cos theta. So 9 minus 9 cos square theta is equal to 25 plus 16 cos square theta minus 40 cos theta. So 16 plus 9 will be 25 cos square theta minus 40 cos theta plus 16 is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation in form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is equal to 25, b is equal to minus 40, c is equal to 16. So simply if I rearrange the terms, so cos theta will be plus 40 plus or minus root over b square, 40 square minus 4 into a, 25 into c, 16, divided by 2 into a is 25. So this will be 40 square, 4 1600 minus here 4 into 25, again here we have 1600, this will be 0. So this simply will be 40 by 50 or 4 by 5. So cos theta is 4 by 5, means sin theta will be 3 by 5, because 1 minus cos square, if I substitute 1 minus cos square theta, I will get sin theta. So what is the question given? 4 into the sin theta value is 3 by 5 minus 3 into cos theta is 4 by 5, 3 4s are 12, 4 3s are 12, so it's simply 0. Next, so the sine function with a period 3, generally the period of sine theta is 2 pi. So if it is for cos theta, it is 2 pi, for tan theta it is pi. So simply you remember, for sine a theta, the period will be 2 pi by a. So here a is 2 pi by 3, so I 2 pi by a or 2 pi by 3. So this cancel, I get a period of 3 here. For this, the period will be 2 pi divided by pi by 3, which is 6. In this case, the period will be 2 pi divided by 3 pi, which is 2 by 3. And for this, 2 pi divided by 3 pi by 2, which is 4 by 3. So the answer is for period 3 is simply option number 1. Next, what is the maximum value of 3 sin square theta plus 5 cos square theta? So if I take 3 common, 3 sin square x plus 3 cos square x, I will be left with 2 cos square x. So 3, this value is 1, so 3 plus 2 cos square x. So the value of cos x, if you draw the graph, the highest value is plus 1 and least value is minus 1. So even here you are multiplying it, you are squaring it. So even if you have a minus value, if it is minus 1 square is 1, even if you have plus 1, the square is 1. So I can simply substitute the highest value is 1. So the 3 plus 2 is simply 5. Next, so the equation root 3 plus cos x is equal to 4 has, so you have to remember, if an equation of a sin theta plus b cos theta plus or minus b cos theta is equal to c is given, if modulus of the c is less than root over a square plus b square, it will have a solution. If your modulus of c is greater than root over a square plus b square, it will have no solution. So in this case, a is root 3 and b is 1. So square root of a square plus b square is 3 plus 1 square root, which is 2. So the condition is 4 is greater than 2, therefore this will not have any solution. So this you have to remember. Next, what is the solution of cos inverse root 3x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2? Now, if we substitute, go with the value substitutions, so generally cos theta values will be in the form of root 3 by 2 or 1 by root 2 or 1 by 2, because this is cos 60 and this is 145 and this is cos 30 and this is cos 60. So if I try to substitute here root 3 by, if I substitute x is equal to 1 by 2, this will be 1 by 2 and this is 1 by 2. So if you observe, this question is adding 30 degrees and 60 degrees. So one value must be 30 and 60. So this is 90 or this is pi by 2. So this has to be cos inverse cos of pi by 3 and cos inverse pi by 3 60 and pi by 6. So if I see the options, only 1 by 2 will substitute in such a way that I will get 90. Okay. So what is the value of sin theta plus 120 minus sin 120? So we have to remember an inequality. We have to remember 3 formulas for this. So sin theta plus sin 120 plus theta minus sin 120 minus theta, this is directly 0. Similarly, we have some other equations which the student has to remember. Sin theta plus sin 240 minus theta, 240 plus theta minus sin 240 minus theta is also 0. Also, sin theta minus sin of 60 plus theta plus sin 60 minus theta, this is also 0. So whenever you get any of these forms, you can simply directly substitute, the answer is 0. So also you have to remember, for cos also you have some equations. So cos theta minus cos 60 plus theta minus cos 60 minus theta is 0. Similarly, cos theta plus cos 120 minus 120 plus theta plus cos 120 minus theta, this is equal to 0. So all these inequalities are formulas which you have to remember for your examination. So the next question, what is the principal solution of 3 cosecant A is equal to 4 sin A? So if I substitute cosecant A by 1 by sin A, this will be in terms of sin square. So if I multiply it, sin square A is 4 divided by 3, or sin A is 3 by 4, or sin A is root over 3 by 4, or it is 3 by 2 plus or minus. So simply sin A will be equal to plus or minus sin 60 degrees, or alpha is equal to 60 degrees, or I can simply write plus or minus pi by 3. Next question is related to complex numbers. So mod z minus 1 whole square is equal to mod z square plus 1. Then what is the value of z? So z is equal to, in complex domain, z is always a plus ib, or what is the value of z square minus 1? So if I substitute a plus ib whole square minus 1, which will be a square plus b square. So here I have complex notation, so I square will be minus 1 minus I square plus 2iab minus 1. So next, what is the value of mod z square plus 1? So mod z is simply root over a square plus b square. So if I substitute it, it will be a square plus b square plus 1. Now since if you observe here there is a modulus again, so then I have to do a squaring sort of a thing. So so for this I am supposed to do a square. So a square minus b square plus 1 minus, sorry, so a square minus b square minus 1 plus 2ab modulus. I have to square it because I have to get an equation in this. So this side also I have to square it. So a square plus b square plus 1 whole square. So if I, so a square minus b square minus 1 whole square plus 4a square b square is equal to a square plus b square plus 1 whole square. So if I rearrange the terms and solve it, I will be getting a square is equal to 0 after all the cancellations. So simply a will be 0. So a will be 0 means if I substitute here, z will be ib. Therefore the answer is imaginary axis. Next, so this is also related to complex numbers. So 1 plus I divided by 1 minus I, if I do rationalization, so multiplying with 1 plus I divided by 1 plus I, so it will be 1 square plus I square plus 2I divided by 1 minus I square, or simply I will be having 2I divided by 2 or I. So this is simply I cube, and for 1 minus I divided by 1 plus I, if I do rationalization, I have to multiply with 1 minus I. So this will be again 1 square minus I square, 1 square plus I square minus 2I, this will be minus I plus minus I whole cube. So this is simply minus 1 minus I cube. So this is I cube, I have a minus here, so minus I whole cube, this will be 2I cube, or simply I square is equal to 1, so minus 2 into I. So if you observe a is equal to 0, generally it is in the form of a plus ib, so a value is 0 here and b is minus 2, this is the answer. Next, y is equal to 2x plus c, this is an equation, and x square plus y square is equal to r square, this is a circle equation. Now what is the value of c? So for any circle, the tangent to a circle for an equation x square plus y square is equal to a square and y is equal to mx plus c, student has to remember y is equal to mx plus or minus a into root 1 plus m square. This is the c value. So in this case c is equal to a value is root 5 and m value is 2. If I substitute them here, c is equal to root 5 into root of 1 plus 5, 4, which is root 5 into root 5, which is 5. Next, what is the vertex of the parabola? I have a parabola equation, so I have to rearrange the terms in such that, so x square plus 8x plus 4 is equal to minus 12y. So I will be adding the numbers in such a way that x plus 4 whole square is equal to minus 12y plus 12, or x minus of minus 4 whole square is minus 12 into y minus 1. So if you observe it with the original basic equation, x minus h whole square is equal to 4a into y minus k. So here my h comma k will be the vertex, or h is equal to minus 4 and k is equal to 1. So minus 4 comma 1 is your answer. So the number of tangents to the ellipse, you have an equation ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, is passing through a point. So if this is an ellipse and it is passing through one point, so we can draw tangents from any external point. Tangent can be drawn from any external point. So here in this case the point is 2, 1. So if I directly substitute it, 2 square divided by 4 plus 1 square divided by 2 minus 1. So 1 plus 1 by 2 minus 1. So this point, for if you substitute this, the point is outside the ellipse. So we can draw two tangents in this case because it is outside the ellipse from that particular point. So tangent is, the lines will pass through that point. Next, the length of latus rectum. So x square by a square minus y square by b square, if this is an hyperbola, in the condition a greater than b, the length of latus rectum will be 2b square by a. So here if you rearrange this equation or divide it by 4, so the equation will be x by 4 minus y square by 1 is equal to 1, or x square by 2 square minus y square by 1 square is equal to 1. So b value is 2, so 2 into 1 by 2, which is 1. Next, what is the length of diameter of a circle? Length and diameter of a circle. So if you compare it with the standard equation x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So the length of the diameter will be something r is equal to g square plus f square minus c square. So if you compare this with this equation, so 2gx is equal to minus 6x, or g is equal to minus 3, and 2fy is equal to minus 8y, or f is equal to minus 4. C is simply 0. If I substitute it, r will be root over 3 square plus 4 square minus 0 square, which is 5. Now what is the length of the diameter? This is radius. It is, diameter is 2 times radius. So 2 5s are 10 is your answer. Next, so if the line 2y is equal to 5x plus k, it touches a parabola. Now what is the value of the k? So here I have to write this in y is equal to mx plus c form. So y will be 5 by 2x plus k by 2. So here m is 5 by 2 and c is k by 2. Now the condition for y is equal to mx plus c to become a tangent to y square is equal to 4ax is when c is equal to a by m. Very important. So as he said, it is touching, this is a tangent. Now if you substitute the values, so here y square is equal to 4ax, so 4ax is equal to 6x, or a value is equal to 3 by 2. So c value is k by 2 is equal to 3 by 2 divided by m value is 5 by 2. So simply it is 6 by 5. So we'll stop it here.